How can we access YAWL via its API? How can we start a case in YAWL from another software component? I'll walk you through this today using Postman. Hi, my name is Andreas Hense and I make videos on business process automation. Recently, Sleeptime has asked me this question in the comments. Hi, I'm having trouble figuring out how to use interface B to initiate a case through an API call. Could you maybe walk through this process in one of your videos? Yes, I can, sir. Here we go. So I will show you in Postman how to get a session handle in YAWL and then how to start a case. So let's dig right in. Here on this screen you can see the YAWL administrator being logged into the YAWL user interface, and we have one specification uploaded here and one case is started with case ID 1. Here on the top right we have Postman, and we can first get a session handle. We have to get a session handle from YAWL in order to be able to communicate to it via its API. So we go to get session, and here you can see now get session. So we have this base URL, which is here in this case localhost 8080. So this is the standard URL for YAWL running locally. And then here we have all these parameters that are in this line behind the localhost 8080. So and the parameters, you can see them down here in Postman. And the first one is the action, and this time it's called connect. So we want to connect to the YAWL system, and we are using the user ID admin, and the user admin, the standard password for this is YAWL with all capital letters, YAWL. But we cannot pass this password in clear text, so we have to use its encrypted version. And the encryption of this YAWL password is here in this line, and this is a lengthy string. So if you want to use that and you don't want to calculate it by yourself, I'll put this in the description below for you. And what we have to do now is we send this message to the YAWL server, and it returns a session handle. So you can see here in the response we have this string starting with 72 and finishing with E. And we copy that now. Now we go to start case. I have already prepared something here for you. So the action in this case is called launch case. And then we have to enter the spec identifier, the spec version, and the spec URI and the session handle. So I'll first put the session handle here. And now we have to get the spec identifier, and we can get that here from the user interface. So the identifier is this UID. So I copy that, put it in here. The spec version is 0.1. And the spec URI is in fact the name. And now that we have these parameters set, we can send it, and we now get the response is a 2. So this is case ID 2. And if we refresh our cases list here, you can see now there is a case 2. So if you want to see it again, we send another message, then we get a 3, we update here, and so on and so forth. Thank you for watching.